And our world of hurt begins now with our crunch time. I'll give you under 30 minutes to collect all of your data from your lab. I'd be happy to help you, but it's important that all of you understand the instructions. After you get data from your labs, we'll still have to go outside to clean up all of your glassware. What I need you to do is find the appropriate stack of petri dishes. I'll warn you now that they smell horrible. I don't mean bad. I mean like throw them in your mouth and cry about it. Horrible. When you open them, have a piece of paper ready to collect all of your garbage. Because all of the tape, paper towels, and sprouts will all go in the trash. You're only going to save the petri dishes themselves. For each of your 6, you'll need to identify whether or not they've sprouted. Please look up. Some of the seeds will break through the shell but have a little itty bitty sprout. We don't count that. We only count them if the sprout is longer than the seed itself. Does that make sense to everyone? Yes. Most of them will be like this, big, long, obvious sprout, no big deal. That's this part. While one member of your group handles that, the other member of the group will need to analyze your soil. Sandy, Ruth, and whoever else was in your group, this has to be bad potting soil. Your dark sample, there's no way that's wild dirt. Was it?
I got it from under my tree.
You stinking liar. Really? Wow. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you don't make no sense, but that's okay. Oh, now this one, pretty darn good. Here's what I'll need you to do. Look up here. You need to find your percentage clay, silt, and sand. The way you'll do that, ignore the floaties, ignore the sticks, and be careful because our tap water is pretty hard. So when you mix our tap water with Calgon, it makes this like slimy Calgon smegma stuff. I don't know what it is. It's not hazardous in any way. Calgon is food safe. But when you look in some of your graduated cylinders, you'll have dirt with this layer of stuff that if you swirl it lightly will move. Don't count it. It's just miscellaneous jelly-like debris. So ignore the floaties, the Calgon schmegma, and the sticks. What you will need to identify is the sand, silt, and clay. Sand has particle size you can see with the naked eye. Silt does not, and clay looks uniform and very, very fine. It's light. A lot of clay would be about 3 or 4 mil. So watch. Starting at the top of the clay, you count your total in milliliters. Then you'll find your level of sand in milliliters, level of silt in milliliters, and level of clay in milliliters. Divide clay by total, silt by total, and sand by total. That should give you your percentages. One word of caution. Some of your soils have a lot of floaties and gel and weirdness. Because they're all chemically different, they've all responded to the Calgon differently. If you're not sure, bring it up to me. I'll show you where the divisions are. Another word of warning. In some cases, they're not perfectly flat. The sand might be at an angle, or the clay might be at an angle, so you'll have to average them. If it's like this, you would lay the average kind of in the middle. Any brain busters for me? You have about, let's call it 13 minutes. Ready, set, go.
I guess just grab them, bring it back.